If you're watching this video right now, it's probably because you've experienced that terrifying moment of taking your blood pressure and seeing numbers like 16/10, 17/11, or even higher ones that made your heart race with fear. Maybe you rushed to the emergency room thinking you were having a heart attack, or lay in bed afraid to make any sudden movements that could make the situation even worse. And worst of all, maybe you left the doctor with a prescription full of medications that cost a fortune and that you know you'll have to take for the rest of your life, feeling completely trapped by this condition. But what if I told you there was a leaf, a simple leaf that you've probably seen thousands of times in your life, that has the power to lower your blood pressure in a matter of minutes, without the need for any expensive medication, without devastating side effects, and that is literally at your fingertips? It seems impossible, doesn't it? It seems too good to be true. But in the next few minutes, I'll prove to you with science, with real stories from people who transformed their lives, and with clear instructions on how to use this miracle leaf, that this isn't fantasy. It's a reality that can change your life today. I'm talking about something our grandparents already knew. Something that was forgotten by modern medicine focused solely on profits, but is now being rediscovered by researchers around the world. This leaf not only lowers your blood pressure immediately, but also strengthens your heart, cleans your arteries, and restores that sense of well-being you thought you'd lost forever. And the most incredible thing, you can find this leaf in any backyard, at any market, costing pennies. While pharmaceutical companies want you to spend thousands of dollars on medications that only mask the problem without addressing the root cause. Before revealing this extraordinary leaf, I want to extend a very special invitation to you. If you've made it this far, it's because you truly care about your health and are looking for natural and effective alternatives to control your blood pressure. This channel was created especially for people like you, who believe that nature has powerful answers to our health problems and who don't want to be dependent on chemical medications for the rest of their lives. Here you'll find ancient secrets combined with modern scientific research, all explained in a simple and practical way so you can immediately apply them to your life. Every week, I publish revealing content about medicinal plants that really work, natural recipes tested by thousands of people, and safe methods to help you regain your health permanently. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on the notification bell, because what I'm about to share today is just the beginning of a complete transformation that can happen in your life. Your high blood pressure doesn't have to be a lifelong sentence of suffering and dependence. There is a natural, safe, and effective path, and I'll show you exactly how to follow it. The leaf I'm about to reveal to you now has a fascinating history dating back thousands of years. Ancient civilizations already knew of its extraordinary power for heart and circulation problems. But for decades this wisdom was lost, forgotten, and replaced by the synthetic chemistry of modern medicine. However, researchers at renowned universities around the world began investigating these ancient traditions and made absolutely surprising discoveries. They discovered that this leaf contains unique bioactive compounds that act directly on blood vessel receptors, promoting immediate relaxation of vascular muscles and causing a rapid and significant reduction in blood pressure. But that's not all. These same compounds strengthen the heart muscle, improve peripheral circulation, combat inflammation that damages arteries, and even help dissolve fatty plaques accumulated on blood vessel walls. Most impressively, this leaf acts intelligently in the body. It lowers blood pressure when it's high, but doesn't cause dangerous hypotension in people with normal blood pressure. It's as if nature had created a perfect automatic regulator for our cardiovascular system. I'm talking about the olive leaf, specifically Olea europaea, a sacred tree that has grown in Mediterranean regions for over 6,000 years. But be careful, it's not just any olive leaf you find. It needs to be the right variety, harvested at the right time, and prepared properly to release its most powerful active ingredients. The secret lies in specific compounds like oleuropein, hydroxytyrosol, and the plant's unique polyphenols. When these compounds enter your bloodstream, they act as true repairers for your cardiovascular system. Oleuropein, for example, has the ability to dilate blood vessels in a matter of minutes, immediately reducing the resistance your heart must overcome to pump blood. Hydroxytyrosol is one of the most potent antioxidants known to science, capable of reversing damage to artery walls caused by years of high blood pressure. And polyphenols act as true cleansers for your arteries, dissolving cholesterol plaques and improving blood vessel elasticity. The result? A reduction in blood pressure that you can feel and measure within 15 to 30 minutes of correct use. But how do you use this miraculous leaf correctly? Here's the exact protocol that has transformed the lives of thousands of people around the world. First, you need to obtain fresh olive leaves, preferably from organic trees that haven't been treated with pesticides. If you don't have access to fresh leaves, you can use quality dried leaves, which you can find at reputable health food stores. For this instant tea that lowers blood pressure in minutes, you'll need 8 to 10 fresh leaves, or 2 tablespoons of chopped dried leaves. Place the leaves in a cup and pour 250 milliliters of boiling water over them. Cover the cup and let it steep for exactly 8 minutes. This time is crucial because it's the time needed to extract the optimal amount of active compounds without making the tea too bitter. After 8 minutes, strain well and drink while still warm, in small sips, savoring slowly. Do not add sugar, sweetener, or any other ingredients. The tea should be consumed pure for maximum effect. Within 15 to 30 minutes, you should notice a significant reduction in blood pressure. Many people report reductions of 20, 30, or even 40 points in systolic blood pressure with a single cup of this tea. For cases of very high blood pressure, when you're in an emergency and need immediate relief, there's an intensive protocol that can save your life. Prepare the tea as I explained, but this time use 12 to 15 fresh leaves or 3 tablespoons of dried leaves. After straining, add the juice of half a fresh lemon. The lemon enhances the effects of the olive leaves because it contains potassium citrate, which helps eliminate excess sodium from the body. Drink this concentrated tea in small sips for 10 minutes. Lie down in a quiet place, breathe deeply, and monitor your blood pressure every 15 minutes. In most cases, you'll see a dramatic reduction after the first reading. This intensive protocol shouldn't be used more than once a week, as it's very potent. It's an emergency measure for times when your blood pressure has spiked and you need immediate control. But the benefits of olive leaf go far beyond immediate blood pressure control. When used regularly, it promotes true regeneration of your cardiovascular system. People who drink olive leaf tea daily for 3 to 6 months report not only permanent normalization of their blood pressure, but also improvements in energy, sleep, physical stamina, and even sexual function. This is because olive leaves improve circulation throughout the body, including the genitals. Furthermore, they strengthen the heart muscle, making your heart work more efficiently and with less effort. Many doctors are impressed when their patients who use olive leaf undergo tests and show clearer arteries, a stronger heart, and a significantly improved cholesterol profile. Olive leaf also has mild diuretic properties, helping your kidneys eliminate excess fluid and sodium that contribute to high blood pressure. And unlike synthetic diuretics, it doesn't cause dehydration or electrolyte imbalances. Now I want to hear from you. What's the scariest situation you've ever experienced because of high blood pressure? Was it that time you measured it and saw sky-high numbers and were afraid you were having a stroke? Was it that chest pain and thought you were having a heart attack? Or maybe it was when you realized your medications weren't working anymore and your numbers kept rising despite taking several different medications. I want you to go to the comments and write exactly this. Dr. My scariest situation with high blood pressure was, and then share your experience. This is so important because when you share your story, you're helping others who have been through the same thing feel less alone and more encouraged to seek natural solutions. We often think we're the only ones experiencing certain scares or symptoms, but when we see that others have also experienced similar things, we feel more confident in taking concrete steps to solve the problem. And I read every comment personally, so your experience may even inspire a future video with specific guidance for situations like yours. To further enhance the effects of olive leaves, there are some powerful combinations that folk wisdom has discovered over the centuries. One of the most effective is combining olive leaves with hibiscus. Hibiscus is another extraordinary plant for high blood pressure. And when combined with olive leaves, it creates a synergistic effect that multiplies the benefits of both. To make this combination, use 6 olive leaves and 1 tablespoon of dried hibiscus flowers for every 300 milliliters of water. Prepare in the same way as the simple tea, letting it steep for 8 minutes. This combined tea not only lowers blood pressure quickly but also significantly improves the cholesterol profile and has beneficial effects on blood sugar. Another extraordinary combination is with garlic. Add a crushed garlic clove to olive leaf tea in the last 2 minutes of the infusion. Garlic contains allicin, a compound that enhances the vasodilatory effects of olive leaves. This combination is especially effective for people with high blood pressure associated with high cholesterol. There's also an even more concentrated way to use olive leaves, Homemade liquid extract. This extract is much more potent than tea and can be prepared at home with simple ingredients. You'll need 100 grams of well-washed fresh olive leaves, or 50 grams of dried leaves, and 500 milliliters of 70% grain alcohol. Finely chop the leaves and place them in a dark glass jar with the alcohol. Let them macerate for 21 days in a dark, dry place, shaking the jar once a day. After 21 days, strain well and store in a dark glass jar in the refrigerator. This extract can last up to 2 years if properly stored. To use, dilute 20 drops of the extract in half a glass of water and take 3 times a day, before main meals. This extract is indicated for blood pressure maintenance treatment and should be used for at least 3 consecutive months for lasting results. It's important to start with smaller doses. Just 10 drops 3 times a day for the first week, so your body can gradually adapt. A recent discovery that has impressed researchers is that olive leaves also have powerful anti-inflammatory effects that benefit the entire cardiovascular system. Chronic inflammation is one of the main underlying causes of hypertension, especially in people over 40. When your blood vessels are chronically inflamed, they lose elasticity, accumulate fatty plaques more easily, and offer greater resistance to blood flow. The anti-inflammatory compounds in olive leaves act directly on this inflammation, reversing the process and restoring vascular health. Therefore, many people who regularly use olive leaves report not only improved blood pressure, but also reduced joint pain, improved leg circulation, a reduction in varicose veins, and even improved skin appearance, which becomes more supple due to improved circulation. Timing your intake of olive leaves is also crucial to maximize their benefits. For preventive blood pressure control, it's best to drink a cup of tea in the morning, on an empty stomach, 30 minutes before breakfast. This allows the active compounds to be optimally absorbed and act throughout the day. For people who experience blood pressure spikes in the late afternoon, a second cup can be taken at 4 p.m., and for those who experience nocturnal high blood pressure, a warm cup of tea an hour before bed can work wonders, promoting not only blood pressure control but also more restful sleep. Never drink the tea immediately after meals, as it can interfere with digestion and reduce the absorption of the active ingredients. It's also important to know that olive leaves have beneficial interactions with other natural treatments for high blood pressure. They enhance the effects of magnesium, potassium, and omega-3, creating an extremely effective natural protocol. If you already use other natural blood pressure supplements, you can continue using them alongside olive leaves, but always with professional guidance to adjust the dosage accordingly. Many people are able to significantly reduce the amount of synthetic medications they take when introducing olive leaves into their routine, but this should always be done gradually and under medical supervision. The quality of the leaves is crucial to the success of the treatment. Leaves that are yellowed, wilted, or show signs of pest infestation will not have the same therapeutic effects. The best leaves are vibrant green, firm, and preferably harvested in the morning when the concentration of active ingredients is at its peak. If you have access to an olive tree, you can harvest your own leaves. But make sure the tree has not been treated with pesticides or other chemicals. To dry your own leaves, place them in an airy, shaded place, never in direct sunlight, as this can degrade the active compounds. Well-dried leaves should retain their green color and break icily when pressed. Contraindications and precautions are few, but important to be aware of. People with chronically low blood pressure should use olive leaves with caution and always monitor their readings to avoid excessive hypotension. Pregnant and lactating women should avoid use, as there are insufficient studies on safety during these periods. People taking blood thinners should exercise extra caution, as olive leaves have mild natural anticoagulant properties that can enhance the effects of medications. Whenever you begin use, start with lower doses to assess individual tolerance. One of the most frequently asked questions I receive is how long it takes to see definitive results with olive leaves. For immediate relief from high blood pressure, as I've already explained, the effects begin within 15 to 30 minutes. But for lasting results and complete cardiovascular regeneration, consistent use is necessary for at least 3 to 6 months. Within the first week, you should already notice greater stability in your blood pressure values. Within the first month, most people report significant improvements in energy and mood. After 3 months, the cardiovascular benefits are consolidated, and many people are able to reduce or even eliminate synthetic medications. After 6 months, there is true regeneration of the cardiovascular system, with cleaner arteries, a stronger heart, and definitively normalized blood pressure. The side effects of olive leaves are minimal compared to synthetic medications. Some people may experience mild stomach discomfort if they drink the tea too strongly or on an empty stomach. In these cases, reduce the strength or drink the tea after a light fruit meal. In rare cases, a mild headache may occur with the first few doses, which usually indicates that blood pressure was very high and is quickly returning. This headache usually disappears within a few hours and does not return with continued use. Recently, researchers discovered that olive leaves also have neuroprotective properties, meaning they protect the brain from damage caused by high blood pressure. Chronic hypertension is a leading cause of dementia and Alzheimer's in the elderly, as it compromises brain blood flow over the years. The antioxidants in olive leaves cross the blood-brain barrier and protect neurons from damage caused by poor circulation. Therefore, people who regularly consume olive leaves report not only improved blood pressure but also greater mental clarity, improved memory, and a reduction in symptoms such as dizziness and confusion, which are common in hypertensive patients. To maximize the benefits of olive leaves, it's also important to adopt other healthy habits that enhance their effects. Reducing salt intake, especially refined salt, is essential. Increasing your intake of potassium-rich foods, like bananas, avocados, and coconut water helps balance sodium levels. Engaging in light physical activity like regular walking enhances the vasodilatory effects of olive leaves. And staying well hydrated with pure water helps your kidneys function better and eliminate toxins that contribute to high blood pressure. A very practical way to incorporate olive leaves into your routine is to prepare a larger quantity of tea and store it in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. You can make 1 liter of tea using 6 tablespoons of dried leaves or 40 fresh leaves. Let it steep for 10 minutes in very hot water, strain well, and store in a glass bottle in the refrigerator. Drink 1 cup in the morning on an empty stomach, 1 in the mid-afternoon, and 1 at night before bed. This protocol is very effective for keeping blood pressure stable throughout the day. In conclusion, I want you to understand that what I've shared today isn't just information. It's a real opportunity to transform your life. Thousands of people around the world have already discovered the extraordinary power of olive leaves and have regained their cardiovascular health naturally and permanently. It's no coincidence that Mediterranean regions, where olive tree consumption is traditional, have the lowest rates of cardiovascular disease in the world. This is no longer an empty promise or an experimental treatment. It's a proven, ancient solution that's within your reach right now. You no longer need to live hostage to high blood pressure, dependent on expensive medications with devastating side effects. You no longer need to be afraid of taking your blood pressure and seeing frightening numbers. You can regain control of your health and your life starting today. But remember, knowledge without action is just useless information. Don't let this video become just another piece of content you watched and forgot. Take action today. Find olive leaves, make your first tea, and take the first step toward freeing yourself from high blood pressure. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like so the YouTube algorithm can share this information with others who also need to know this secret. Share your experience with high blood pressure in the comments and let me know if you'll try olive leaves. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because next week I'll reveal another miraculous plant that dissolves cholesterol plaques in your arteries in just 21 days of use. Your life can change completely, you just need to take the first step. Until next time, and remember, nature has the cure. You just need to know where to find it.